We are back, everybody. Welcome back to the 215 Sports Podcast.
It's been a little bit,
It's
but
been a
it's
little
nice
bit.
to be back here.
It has been Andrew Glover, Tyler Lujan. Happy 4th of July.
Happy 4th of July to everyone out there. Stay cool.
Stay cool, yeah.
It's
the
way too
one
goddamn
time
hot.
it is 4th of July. I mean, the heat in the Philadelphia area is just absolutely killer.
And it's not just like Philadelphia. I feel like it's like everywhere right now.
Really around the East Coast and
Like-
up to the Midwest. It's really bad.
Like it's
And
almost like the entire country is in this. Like,
I mean, it was around 89 degrees at 9 o'clock in the morning today.
dude, I tried to go to sleep last night. I literally had to like leave my room and go downstairs and sleep on the couch.
Yeah, because that's
'Cause
terrible.
I was like, dude, it's so fucking hot
It's
upstairs.
too hot.
Like, I can't do it. Like, so we had the AC set to 70 degrees in our house, and the thermostat was reading 78. Like, our AC cannot keep up with
Oh my
how
goodness,
fucking
that's
hot
insane.
it is outside.
That is really insane.
Like, it was just unbearable last night. But hopefully, we get a nice little cooling break tomorrow.
Yeah, hopefully. And actually, it's supposed to be hot for America's 250th. We're
Yeah.
expected for another 100-degree day.
But I think Sunday's supposed to finally be a nice little,
Yeah.
like, 80-something degree day. So,
Wow, 80 degrees, our
But-
savior.
still everyone stay hydrated, stay inside. Just basically don't be in the sun for more than, like, 5 minutes at a time.
But I mean, after the heat, now that the heat talk is over, I'm just so in like denial that the Sixers were able to pull off probably one of the most lopsided trades in NBA history.
Yeah.
I mean, if
Where were you when you found out that the Jaylen Brown trade happened?
broadcasting a game,
You were broadcasting
we're
a game,
broadcasting a game in the top of the first inning.
and you didn't
the
get
color
to see
guy-
it until after.
The color guy, because we were rotating between innings or whatever,
Yeah.
he shows me his phone, and the tweet is on his phone, and I see Jaylen Brown in a Sixers uniform with the Shams Charania breaking news graphic or whatever, and then so I was the color commentator, and the actual broadcaster was like, and we didn't want to interrupt this broadcast to let you know that Jaylen Brown's been traded to the 76ers.
Like, the fact that he was traded, like, seemingly out of nowhere.
To a division. I mean, they've been shopping him. I know
But there
they
was
wanted
nothing
to.
about the Sixers being in on him.
No, there wasn't. I know they wanted to, send him off to Milwaukee for Giannis.
Yep.
They weren't able to come to a contract, or they weren't able to deal off specific players for Giannis. There were some other teams in the conversation, and ultimately the domino just fell to the Sixers. And the asking price that was before this, they wanted VJ Edgecombe, they wanted 5 first-round picks, and all they walked away with is Paul George and a couple picks, and the first-round pick, the first-round picks they got, the Sixers did not have to trade the Clippers pick,
No.
and that could possibly be a pick which is most likely guaranteed to be in the lottery,
So
and that'll be the Sixers pick.
the Sixers and Mike Gansey and Bob Myers basically, by all measure of intensive purposes, won this trade hand over fist. Essentially. Like, from every angle. Like, if you just want to look at it from the player talent angle, obviously Jaylen Brown is much better than Paul George. Jaylen Brown has had much more playoff success than Paul George ever has in his career. Jaylen Brown has actually played mostly every single game of the past 3, 4, or 5 seasons.
Jaylen Brown's coming off the best season of his career. He played about 90% of the season without Jason Tatum, averaged 29 points a game, shot almost 50%, and you just traded him to your, one of your most hated rivals.
Yeah.
Team you blew a 3-1 lead against who?
Probably your
in the
most
playoffs.
historic rival.
Historic rival,
Yeah.
I would say.
Easily, the Celtics and the 76ers are the most historic rivalry that the East Coast has.
This Jaylen Brown trade is like if the Phillies traded Aaron Nola to the Braves for Ronald Acuna.
And
Really like that.
the fact that you're able to just get the asking price down from what it was to this.
The fact that the asking
like-
asking price was so high, and that the Sixers basically got him for,
there was
a
no
price
better
that I would
deal.
see at the thrift store.
Like, there was no better deal out there for Jaylen Brown.
Did they really
than this?
just want to just dump him? I kind of feel like now that I'm thinking that they wanted to dump him because they were saying that him and Jason Tatum weren't going to be that same duo, and that they have, better odds that Derek White will become, their new star, and that a report came out saying that Peyton Pritchard would have the same career leap as Jalen Brunson.
The same career leap as Jalen Brunson.
Yeah.
I don't believe
They're really
that the two
banking
of
on
them are the
White
same
and Pritchard,
player.
and they're, they obviously have Tatum, but
Right, well, White's 32 years old, so White's not going to be learning anything spectacularly new.
I mean,
to
Jaylen
his
Brown
game
is
at this point in
a
his
top
career.
10 player in basketball right now.
And you traded him for a 36-year-old who got suspended.
A 36-year-old
25
who-
games last year.
By the way, had less 20-point games than more games suspended.
And also has not played over, I think, 56 games in the past 4 seasons. Maybe one time he did.
He
I
had
think.
dealt with injuries in his first season. I mean, he was good in the playoffs. I'll give him that. He helped us in the playoffs, but
Well, yeah, he did.
you definitely
But-
wanted to get. It was all Morey's fault for that contract. Now you're getting someone 100 times better for the price,
I mean, the fact that we just got out from underneath his contract alone,
which I
is
never thought was
like
going to happen.
a celebrated win.
Yeah.
And you pair that with the fact that you're able to bring back Jaylen Brown. Like, you're able to bring back a top 10 player in the NBA or a top 15 player in the NBA right now.
For basically chips,
Someone that finished 6th in the MVP
Yeah.
voting last season.
the guy that's going to have you're going to have this guy averaging 29 points with Tyrese Maxey, VJ Edgecombe, Embiid.
And then to round it out, you could potentially bring LeBron
You
in
could
here
potentially bring in LeBron.
and
Oh
have
my
LeBron be the
God.
power forward, and that's your starting
Oh
lineup.
my God.
And then you got guys like Simons and
Anthony Simons,
Wade,
Dean Wade,
and
LeBaron Filan Jr.,
yeah,
who they just drafted.
Filan Jr. coming off the bench. You still got Andre Drummond, right? Or is
No,
he
free agent. You should,
You should definitely bring back Andre Drummond if you're able to.
if this team doesn't make the Eastern Conference Finals,
Especially with the fact that Andre Drummond was able to actually effectively shoot the 3 last year.
this
This team could use more 3.
if this team doesn't make the Eastern Conference Finals, this is a failure. It is a failure by it's not even a failure by the front office. It's just a failure by the team.
Well, for the first time in years, I can probably sit here and ask you the question. If Joel Embiid is not playing, are you confident that the Sixers will still win?
I'm still confident they'll
And-
win.
The answer from mostly everyone is probably going to be yes. Where
You're going to need a big leap from Adam Bona. You're going to need a big leap from him if he's going to be the guy that's, backing up Embiid, because they have him and they have the Luka Porty guy they signed for nothing from the Knicks. That's all you
But-
have, and maybe Janai Broom.
I mean, as I said, if you're able to get Drummond and bring him back
Yeah,
in
maybe
here,
if you
I
get
would
Drummond,
definitely
but I don't
say
know if he's going to
bring him
command,
back.
a bigger deal because he's got that 3-ball.
He might, but he didn't command a lot the last time they signed him. He might still be relatively in the same, capacity
Yeah, I
ballpark
don't know.
range of around like 5-6 million, which if that's the case, that's not too bad. That doesn't really hamstring you from doing anything else. But I think above all else, you got to get LeBron in here, right? If
You
there's
have
a
to.
possibility
You
to
have
get
to.
LeBron,
If there's a possibility, and he's for the league minimum. I mean, he openly came out and said he will take a contract for a contender for a league minimum. This 76ers team that they've built in the past like 3 or 4 days, just turn themselves into at least a top 3 team in the Eastern Conference. Maybe even top 2, just rivaling the Knicks, I would say.
So here, let's look at the official roster right now.
Now this roster is stacked.
Yeah,
From what it was
I'm gonna pull it up.
a couple of days ago, I've heard people saying that Mike Gansey's basically taking a page out of Howie Roseman's playbook.
Now, it's
looking like
incredibly remarkable what has happened over
really
the past
is.
couple of days. Like, all right, so here we go. You still have Dominic Barlow. You got Marjon Beauchamp, Adem Bona, Johnny Broom, Jaylen Brown. Andre Drummond is still listed here, even though he's a free agent. But VJ Edgecombe, Joel Embiid, Ariel Hukaporti, Kyle Lowry.
I know Kyle Lowry retired with he actually signed a 1-day contract with the
Okay,
Raptors.
so he did?
Yeah.
Tyrese Maxey, LeBaron Filan Jr., Anthony Simons, Dalen Terry, Jabari Walker, Dean Wade, and Trendon Watford. So the only center that you have right now on the roster behind Joel is Adem Bona. So that's definitely a place where they could still sign someone.
Yeah, besides Hukaporti, who is listed as a center.
Yes, he is.
But you probably want to bring in a backup center for either him or Adem Bona.
And you probably want to get maybe another, like, 3-point shooter in here, I want to say. What's his team's 3-point shooting?
I would say Anthony Simons is probably he's really good 3-point shooter, by the way. So there's your 3-point shooter right there, Anthony Simons, coming off the bench.
I'm just waiting for this to...
So you have that, and you also have Maxey who can shoot some threes, Brown can shoot some threes, Edgecombe can shoot some threes. So, I mean, you have 3-point shooters still.
So this is definitely a team that went from being a perennial what's going to happen now to...
A team that you need to make the Eastern Conference Finals.
Going to be competing probably over the next 5 seasons.
You're going to have to compete. I mean, you have however much prime years left of Jaylen Brown, 3, 4, 5 years left.
Yeah, you got Maxey and Edgecombe who are going to be, like, Maxey is
25.
Entering soon his prime.
Probably already in his prime. You have Edgecombe, who's just 20.
Yeah, and he's still up and coming on the rise. Mm-hmm. He's going to get better. You got maybe 50 games of Joel Embiid per season.
I mean, I would take 50 games for Joel Embiid.
You know, and hopefully have him for the playoffs. But you add anyone else that would be the same caliber player as probably Joel Embiid as the other big man to this roster. And not caliber as in, like, talent-wise. I mean, caliber as in, like, a guy that can actually just be someone that's going to play every game.
Mm-hmm.
Then this is definitely going to be a team that I could see, being a top 2, top 3 seed?
Yeah, in
the Eastern Conference?
Besides, the Celtics?
And the Knicks?
Yeah, actually not even the Celtics, just the Knicks.
Yeah, like, I know that the Knicks lost Mitchell Robinson, but have they lost really anyone else?
Not really.
Yeah, most of their team is signed throughout, like, 2027.
Yeah.
So it's going to be the Sixers and the Knicks, definitely.
I was reading a tweet saying that if it wasn't for the Luka Doncic trade that happened, 1 or 2 years
2 years ago now, I think, 2.
This trade is probably worse than the Luka trade. If that never happened.
It definitely rivals it because...
That rivals the Luka trade.
Even though it's not the same, like... Because Luka's a top 10 player, probably.
Luka's a top 3 player.
Yeah. So it's not the same level, but it's still just as bad because you only got 2 first-round picks, and they're not even really going to be like
There's a
that good first-round picks.
2030 round swap, 2031 first round pick that's unprotected, and then you have a swap which is favorable in Boston's favor,
But
and that could be a late first round.
exactly, because it's
And
not
then you
like
have 2
Boston's going to be
second
terrible.
rounders. Yeah.
So, then none of this trade makes any sense to me from a Boston perspective.
It doesn't. It
Like,
genuinely just feels like a inconceived salary dump, considering you're not really
but it's
dumping
not
any
even
salary
a salary dump because he
because
took back Paul George's
he
contract.
took back Paul George's contract.
He's on a max contract, so it's
who's got a $57 million player option after the season.
yeah. So like,
Who
you
she's
can't
obviously
even
going
say
to
it's a
accept.
salary dump.
You can't.
Like, I just don't logistically get this trade in any capacity. Now, maybe the Celtics will make another trade over the next couple of days where they bring in some other superstar to complement with Jason Tatum.
Yeah, I don't know if they're going to just ship off Paul George or what, but
this can't be it for them.
yeah,
like,
this
if
cannot
is
be it.
then
I saw a tweet that said the Celtics
they definitely got worse.
the Celtics should trade Paul George for Devin Booker.
For Devin
If
Booker.
Devin Booker, I was like, all right, Boston,
I mean,
and pair him with Tatum. But I don't know what the Celtics are really gonna do. Maybe they have something planned up their sleeves that we don't know.
but would the Suns be willing to take that?
That's the thing. I don't know. I don't think any other team would be willing to take that except for Boston.
Because even though the Suns are like not very good, they're still trying to compete, aren't they? They're not like a tanking team.
No.
So I really wouldn't expect them to trade away Devin Booker for Paul George. But I guess, hey, with what just happened, I guess anything's possible.
Yeah, I would say so.
But just a absolutely wild trade. And take a bow, Mike Anzi and Bob Myers. That's all I have.
Yeah,
like that's it. Like, all you got to do now is just round out the margins, sign like 2 more people, maybe, and
they
you're
only
good.
have space for 1 more person on league minimum due to the cap. And who's going to be able to play for league minimum?
LeBron James.
LeBron.
So if that truly is the case and you add LeBron to this team, then expectations got to be the Sixers are at least coming out of the East, right?
Yeah. I
Like-
mean, expectations going to have to be the East rides through Philadelphia.
Yeah.
There's no way. I mean, if the Sixers get LeBron, 55 wins should be the minimum.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You'd be expecting that every season.
I would. But
well,
he's only
who
going
knows how long LeBron's going to be here.
He
It
might
only be
play
just
for a 1 year deal.
Yeah, it might
Yeah,
only
1
be
year and
one.
call it quits.
But still, if you can have that 1 year, you go all in on that 1 year.
You're
you
going to
know?
have to.
Like, make
If it-
another trade in season.
If it gets you a ring,
Pay the luxury tax.
yeah.
like,
I mean,
Fucking do it.
if you're Josh Harris, you seeing this team right now, like, dude, this is probably one of the best Sixers teams that we've had in the past decade.
Oh,
When
this
Jaylen
is
Brown comes
easily
on
one of the
live
best
stream
teams that we've had.
and says that the process is back on.
Like, dude, we had at one point Ben Simmons here, and we thought that we were set for the
Like
next
Ben
5
Simmons,
years.
Jimmy Butler, and Joel Embiid.
And then we saw how that played out.
Yeah.
And now it's like, by the grace of the basketball gods, we have been saved from the atrocity of what Ben Simmons has done to us and been gifted Jaylen Brown,
Yeah. Which is crazy.
which is nuts to think about. And as long as Joel can be available for most of the playoff games, this is a team that should at least make it to the Eastern Conference Finals, if not win the Eastern Conference Finals.
They should definitely make the Eastern Conference Finals. There's no way. Jaylen Brown went on his Twitch stream again and was saying, like, he couldn't get into the Celtics facility. He tried to get in after the trade. And you know that Jamal Adams video where he
Yeah.
tried to get into the facility? He's like, oh, they really locked me out.
damn, like he tried to go back and maybe some of his
Yeah.
stuff, and they were like, nah, we'll just ship it to you.
And then
Like,
Paul George comes in on a, walker that scans his key card.
he comes in with his cane.
His cane.
He's like, what's up, Sonny? I need a walking stick now. Out of my way, young Tom. Whippersnapper.
So ridiculous.
But the fact that I can sit here and say I'm excited for 76ers opening day, and it's not just like, oh, just let's get to the playoffs and see what happens. Like, I'm actually excited to watch this team now.
I'm kind of excited now.
You know what I mean? Like, I'm excited to see what the regular season's going to be like. So the fact that they have gone from like a 180 in how they were perceived, like, oh, just wake me up when they get past the second round, to holy crap, I'm excited to see this game. Like, I'm excited to see this team first game of the season.
Yeah, like, I feel like the Xfinity Mobile Arena is going to be more packed. You're going to have more viewership.
Yeah. You're not going to have, hopefully, the Knicks frickin' taking over the stadium every time that they frickin' come here. But it's got to be... It's... The atmosphere inside Xfinity Mobile Arena has got to be even better than what it's going to have been over the past 10 years. It's just going to be electric. So, like, we've had some good times in that building, but...
A lot of it has not been good over the past couple of years.
And we're now going to have a chance probably to go crazy in there.
Yeah.
And it's going to be a beautiful, beautiful sight to see the 76ers back in the Eastern Conference Finals. First time since 2001.
Only we can hope, but...
So, dude, 25 years.
We're going to need a lot on our side to get us back to the ECF, but I believe we can do it.
I believe we can as well. You got anything else you want to add on the Sixers?
Not
or
at
you want
all.
to move to some Phillies talk? You want to go to maybe a little bit of the World Cup? What are you feeling?
We can go to the World Cup.
You want to do the World Cup first and then Phillies?
Yeah, we could do that.
So, talking about World Cup, we got to highlight the fact that the U.S. actually has been pretty, like, dominant, I feel like, in almost every game that they've played.
They've really shown that they can compete now at the highest level with some of the top teams that are ranked in the FIFA rankings.
Yeah, I mean, like, they beat Paraguay.
I would say they kind of had a cakewalk of a group or whatnot, and they had a...
I mean, hey, Paraguay beat Germany.
They did, yeah.
So maybe Paraguay is not as big of a pushover as everyone thought.
They did, but they also kind of had a little bit of a...
They did have some help.
Not so hard opponent in Bosnia in their knockout round, but...
But it's not like they didn't face adversity within the game, you know? Balogun goes out.
Yeah, red card.
What was it, like the 60th or 63rd minute, something like that?
Terrible decision there. Now he's not going to be able to play against Belgium.
I mean, I thought it should have just been a yellow card.
It should have been a yellow card. I don't know why it went to VAR.
It was a red card because of how it looked on video, because it looks more menacing than the reality of what the challenge was. You give a red card in that situation if he's not trying to play the ball. You can clearly see he's trying to play the ball.
Ridiculous to me.
Like, and even though you can say he went in with his studs up, going in with your studs up is not just an implication of it being a red card. Going in with your studs up is an implication of it being a yellow card. If you're going in with your studs up and you're trying to make a play on the ball, which he clearly is, he's reaching for it, he just doesn't get to it, then that should be a yellow card. The only time it should be a red is when you're clearly not trying to make an attempt on the ball and you're just trying to take out the legs of the player, which that didn't really appear to be the case, no matter how you look at it on video.
Despite it now, he's suspended.
Yeah.
And, I mean, they were able to win the game for about 30 minutes with 10 men and get another goal on a brilliant free kick.
Yeah. But it's not ideal for the next round to not have the guy that has scored in, 3 out of the 4 games for you in the World Cup this year?
Yeah.
So,
it's a big blow. And
You're gonna have to
You're gonna have to-
replace him with Pepe, I guess.
Pepe, yeah, Pepe will have to be number 9 for
Yeah.
this game against Belgium, and they got to win to get him back in for the quarterfinals. You're gonna have to.
Yeah, and Belgium is a much better team, but I do still think that the U.S. can beat Belgium.
The U.S. could beat Belgium.
Belgium is got great individual talent, but they don't play collectively as a unit the greatest. Like, they never have. That's why for so many years...
That's why they've gotten grouped last World Cup.
Right. Like, that's why for so many years they come in with high expectations. I feel like the past, 15 years of my life, they've come in with expectations of going deep into the tournament, and they're out in the round of 16, or they don't even qualify. And it's not because they don't have talent. It's just for some reason they can't play together. Like, I don't know what it is. Like, you've got De Bruyne, you got Doku, you've got so many players that they've had over the years.
Tielemans,
like
Lukaku, Courtois.
Yeah. Like, at one point they had Benteke. They've had a lot of good players for this iteration of this Belgium team, and they've just never been able to actually look like a team that is any threat.
That's why the U.S. has to capitalize on any mistakes that they make, especially since they'll be down a man.
And that's the thing that really sticks out to me, is the fact that the U.S. looks like a team that can cause threats to another team, while Belgium doesn't really look like the team can cause a threat. It's more like Doku can expose you. De Bruyne can make one really good pass, but you're not worried about the whole team. The U.S., I feel like you're worried about the entire team. Like, you're worried, Dest or Robinson or Pulisic is going to be going down the sides, and you're going to have McKinney in the box, and no longer, Blogan, but Pepe. And
Pepe for this game. Yeah.
I don't get that feeling from watching Belgium when I watch them. I get the feeling of wow, this is really underwhelming from a team that should be much better than what they are.
And they're going to have to just capitalize on that. And because this is a game that they should be able to win, I feel like.
And I feel like it's a game they will win.
Yeah, but if they make it to the quarterfinals, it's not going to be easy after that.
Well, no, if they make it to the quarterfinals, they're most likely going to be playing Spain.
Spain or Portugal.
And if that's the case, that's going to be a very tough game,
good
no matter who you play.
It's going to be a good night for the U.S.
I think you'd rather play Portugal than Spain. Even though Spain hasn't looked great, they still are Spain, and they still have...
They're still the champions of Europe.
Exactly.
But Portugal's also got a chip on their shoulder.
But they didn't look too great in that game last night.
Either, considering it's Cristiano's last game. Cristiano's not last game, but last World Cup. He did actually confirm that he's retiring from international play.
Well, yeah, he's 42 years old.
Yeah.
He's not going to be able to do this at 46.
Nope. But
yeah,
they'll have that chip on that shoulder, hey, this is the last time that we're going to see, one of the greatest players of all time play in a World Cup. We want to get as far as we can and ultimately win it for him.
And with that motivation, you think that maybe they can get past Spain? But I don't know, man. Spain's just got a lot of talent. Spain's really
very
deep.
Talented. Yep. Talented,
Either way,
deep.
whoever comes out of that game is going to give problems to the U.S. I wouldn't expect a game without a goal.
If they make it a close game, but if they lose but make it a close game, I'd be happy at the result.
I would as well.
They can show competition against.
I can't realistically expect them to beat
premier teams in the world.
Yeah, Spain or Portugal. I feel like obviously in a one-off game, anything can happen. That's the beauty of playing the game, but you wouldn't expect it by just looking at the teams on paper, looking at the country's history of soccer in Spain and Portugal compared to here. There's no way you could go into that game thinking that the U.S. would be the favorites. It would definitely be Spain or Portugal. So, with that being said, how deep do you think that they could get? do you think that they would actually have a realistic opportunity of beating one of those two teams? I think
Probably
they have
not.
a better chance of beating Portugal than they do Spain.
Yeah, probably Portugal, but not Spain. I don't think they'll be able to beat any one of those teams, though.
I don't think they would be able to beat Spain, but I might have a little bit of faith. I would put some money on the line, because they would probably be underdogs, I'd put a little money on that, on the U.S. beating
It's a
Portugal.
little bit, but
But, like a $5 pizza bet,
yeah.
like nothing crazy.
I don't know. I don't know if they're going to be able to advance against two of the top teams in the world.
But if they were to get through that, I'm not entirely sure how the bracket
Most
shapes
likely
out.
Most likely play.
They would probably play France, and there's no way they're going to beat France.
Yeah.
So that's where it would end.
France would destroy them.
Yeah, that's where it would end for them. But that would still be a huge accomplishment.
Mm-hmm. It would be.
I feel like if you beat Belgium alone, it's going to be a huge accomplishment by the fact that you got into the quarterfinals again for only the second time in this, right?
In their
the second time?
Country's history, yeah.
So that would be huge. And you've seen the atmosphere for all of these U.S. games and on like the broadcasts and stuff.
Mhm.
Like, it's a wild atmosphere
It is.
for
Like,
these games.
They're going
like,
nuts.
This is definitely highlighted how much soccer has grown, I feel like, in this country over
Mhm.
the past 10 years, I want to say. Ever since
From
really the MLS started to get real major investment from the owners of the
Once
actual
they started
teams.
bringing in, European stars
Yeah.
that people have watched before.
So it's I'm excited to see what positive effect this is going to have just on the game in general.
Mhm.
And I feel like this is definitely going to, inspire youth generations to come to go and try to beat the U.S. performance that they just did right now and win a World Cup.
You have, yeah.
So I feel like it's definitely going to be who knows, maybe in 20 years the U.S. will win a World Cup,
Yeah,
potentially.
we'll see about 20 years, but
I'm not going to go with anything crazy like 10.
Yeah.
I'm like, nah, I don't think it'll be that soon. I don't think it would be that quick. But maybe like 20 years from now, 25 years from now, something like that, the U.S. could actually be a legitimate favorite and like title contender for the World Cup. And honestly, that's something that I never really thought that I would like care as much as I do about.
But it's
in my
still
life.
possible.
But yeah, and it would be a huge like accomplishment, I feel like, if you were to look at where they were in
Mhm.
like 2000 to where they are now.
Yeah, which is it is pretty crazy how much they've developed.
Yeah, like, so I'm excited to see what happens to the game because of this.
Mhm.
And not just the US, I feel like the entire World Cup has been like fantastic. Like, most of these games have been really,
People
really
have not
good.
been complaining much
Like-
about their experience in the United States.
No. And it's been hot everywhere. That's probably the biggest
Yeah,
thing.
but
It's just the
that's-
fact that it's freaking hot.
That's a U.S. summer, so
But yeah, it's like, I mean, the players seem to be enjoying it. Like, fans are enjoying going to all the different stadiums, all the different cities.
they're going to baseball games. And
Yeah, taking
they're
over
taking
baseball
the stadiums, which is pretty funny.
which that's pretty cool because probably it's not like baseball is very big in some of these countries over there.
No.
So this
Really,
is
only countries baseball is big in is in, South American countries where they're not qualifying for the World Cup.
right, or
and
over in Japan.
Japan, that's it.
Yeah, so like all these European countries are like getting a chance to
They don't really play baseball.
right, they're getting a chance to like experience it, so they're probably enjoying it. Like, who was it that took over the Red Sox? Scotland, right?
Scotland.
So like
It took over a bunch of stadiums.
they've probably never seen that level of a baseball game before. They were probably loving it.
Yeah,
Like-
not at all.
And it's just been a really cool experience. And it would be nice to have to host the World Cup again at some point in the future.
It will
you
be,
know?
yeah, and they look at 2038 might happen.
If that's the case and they're back, then I don't know what I'm gonna have to do to get tickets to one of these games,
Yeah.
but
Probably
I'ma
gonna be
have
another
to-
$1,000 tickets,
yeah,
but
I'm gonna have to do something. I'm gonna have to do something to get into one of these stadiums because
Yeah.
the atmosphere of these games is just insane. And it's like no matter what team is playing, it's like, can you imagine being there right now?
Yeah,
like
it is literally crazy to think about that.
So, successful World Cup. It's
There's one
been.
more game in Philadelphia
Yep, it'll be whoever
on the 4th. It's
plays
Paraguay
France probably.
France versus Paraguay.
Yeah, France and Paraguay. So most likely you're going to see France win.
Yep.
Win by probably 3 or 4 goals. Destroy Paraguay.
Yeah, probably. But that'll be the last game in Philadelphia for the tournament.
Yeah, so no more traffic you'll have to worry about.
Nope.
You'll no longer have to worry about planning your trips.
Yep, MLB All-Star
advance.
Game traffic is next. So.
Oh, yeah, so you're not getting any type of let up.
Yep.
That's probably the only reason why there's not more World Cup games is because they have to start preparing for the MLB All-Star
I was going to say,
game.
probably why.
That's literally the only reason why. That's crazy. But you doing anything for the 4th, man?
I'm probably going to light some fireworks. Yeah, I don't know. Probably going to light some fireworks.
Gonna watch the Phillies?
Yeah, probably not, because it's at 8 o'clock, so that's like the time where it gets dark, and that's the time where we're lighting fireworks.
Well, fair enough.
Unless I can,
But speaking of the Phillies...
unless I can light a firework and, like, on a Nick Castellanos jersey or something, then I'll do it.
Dude, sign me up for that. You want to send me a video if you end up doing it?
So I'll send you a video if I blast a firework.
Because they'll definitely have a chance to win. I mean, they should beat the Royals.
Yeah, they
like
go
the
on a
Royals are very good, so.
9-game road trip before the All-Star break.
Yeah.
They transform the stadium.
Mm-hmm. So this is this the one of their this is, I think,
This
their
is
longest
one
road...
of their longest road trips.
Yeah, road trips of the season.
This is it before the All-Star break, so 9 more games to go.
And you're going to see... Who's confirmed to be in the All-Star game right now from the Phillies?
So, no one's confirmed yet. We have 2 players confirmed just in baseball as the starters. Ohtani as the DH.
Of course.
And Ernie Clement as a second baseman for the American League.
What the hell? Okay. So when does the rest of the roster get announced? Because I know they have like some type of show for it.
Yeah, they
don't
do.
They?
They always have like a type of show. I remember I would used to watch.
Yeah,
them,
it's at like 6 p.m. or something like that,
yeah,
right?
They get announced. Looks like still trying to find it, but oh no, this is the Futures game.
Oh, here, let's see.
Yeah, I don't need the Futures game, silly. But
let me see if I can find it.
I'm actually going to the Futures game.
Oh wait, you are going to the Futures game? Holy shit, that's gonna be awesome.
Because the tickets are cheap. They're like $12. Okay.
That's it?
Yeah.
That is really
it really is it.
cheap.
7:30, July 4th on
7:30.
Fox.
Oh, so tomorrow at 7:30.
Yeah.
All right. So we'll get to know tomorrow. I hope that we get to see Schwarber and Harper on there because I want to see them both in the home run derby.
Hopefully, Marsh is the
one of the outfielders because he definitely should be.
Yep.
And regardless of whether or not he should be starting, you want to make that argument, fine. He should at least be on the roster. And
yeah, he should.
Yeah. But
Bryson
aside
Stott
from that,
and Alec Boehm should not be on the roster, but Brandon Marsh and Bryce Harper and John Duran and Schwarber should be on the roster as well.
And Sanchez would still be lined up to start.
And I was actually scrolling through Twitter today. So
because Miz is no longer...
Jacob Mizorowski will pitch at PNC Park on July 12th, the last day before the All-Star game break against Paul Skeens.
And so neither of them two are going to be starting.
Yeah.
And I don't think that...
This gives Christopher Sanchez the keys to
starting
get
the
in there
All-Star
and
game,
start the All-Star game.
So hopefully we get to see him for the first 3 innings, I want to say, right? That's probably what he would do. 2 innings, 3 innings?
Yeah, 2 innings, if that.
Mm-hmm. And then hopefully at some point we'd also get to see Wheeler take the bump.
Yeah, hopefully we get to see Wheeler, get to see Mizorowski, Paul Skeens, all these guys.
Duran.
Yeah, Duran. They definitely, even if they're losing in the 9th inning or whatever,
They'll
still probably do the light show.
Have to.
Yeah, they'll have to.
Now,
just because it's an exhibition game.
will The Miz and Skeens still be willing to throw an inning if they just pitch the day before?
Maybe if they pitch either 2 days before or whatever, I don't know if they'll throw an inning, but they may just throw, like, he might just go and get 2 outs, and then Skeens might go and face 2 outs or whatever, or they'll both face the minimum batters, and then they'll call it.
And get out of there.
Yup.
But speaking of Skeens, the Phillies blew him up.
Yeah,
2 nights
and this
ago.
is the second time they blew him up
This season, because
Yeah,
they blew
this
him up.
season.
Yeah, they blew him up
for 5 runs
in
earlier.
what, 3 innings?
5 runs earlier in May, and 8 runs against him a couple of days ago.
So they've got something on Skeens.
You know,
I don't know what it is that they got.
I don't know.
on him, but
They used to be unhittable against him.
they've got something on. They figured something
And
out against
he's
him.
been struggling though, so I'll give him that.
Yeah,
He's
but,
finally hitting a point in his career where he's still struggling.
I mean, he can't be dominant forever.
Exactly.
With a 1 point something ERA your whole career.
Kind of strange to me though how on the hottest day of the year for the Phillies, I was watching the game and it said, on-field temperature like 115 degrees.
Dude,
The Phillies only mustered up just like 4 hits and 1 run. And it's like on the hottest day of the year when the ball's supposed to be flying and the Phillies can't do anything.
heat exhaustion, man.
Yeah, it was a heat exhaustion.
Like, that heat is real out there, dude.
It really is.
Like, it is no joke. Freaking sitting in
Oh,
that
and
sit.
Joan Duran won National League Reliever of the Month with
Oh.
9 saves,
Hey, there we go.
164 ERA, and 0.91 WHIP. Phillies are going to need a left-handed reliever, though, because
Alvarado ain't cutting it.
Alvarado ain't cutting it now. Yeah, Banks, who's not nowhere to be seen, not cutting it.
Well, Banks is in AAA right now, isn't he?
Yeah, they actually did just call him up.
Oh, they did just
after
call
the
him
game,
up?
Yeah,
Yeah.
but no one's cutting it.
So they're definitely going to need some type of lefty for the bullpen.
They are.
You'd still like to see them go get a backline starter, and so you can stop doing this Allen ran hell for 4 innings,
Yep.
and then the bullpen just blows it up.
Freaking Painter decides to be garbage.
Like,
Another
so
failed prospect.
you still have holes on this team, even
You
though
do.
they're playing
Now-
much better now.
You have holes on the offensive side, now you have holes on the pitching side. Used to just be offense, but now you got a little bit of both. You got to be creative
Yeah.
during this trade deadline, considering that you're literally almost about to catch the Braves for the East.
Which is insane by
Yeah.
the fact that they're about to catch them.
Considering we thought the division would have been almost over by now.
I mean, dude, they were 7.5 games or like 8
They were
games
almost
back.
like 10 games back.
Like, what, 2 months ago?
Yeah.
So the fact that they have clawed their way back this early in the season to be,
It's pretty crazy to me.
yeah, so it's not inconceivable that they could still win this division. But they still need to add at the deadline.
They do, yeah.
And if you want to have a realistic shot of getting to the World Series and winning it, you got to go all in and be willing to part with some of the prospects that you have, because it doesn't really seem like the prospects that you got, even the top ones, are really that great anyway.
Mm-hmm.
So
You have to go all in now.
you got to,
Basically go all in or fail.
like, the number 1 was Painter, and you saw how that happened. The
Yep.
number 2 is Adam Miller, and
You're seeing
he's
how
not
this
playing.
is happening.
So, like the number 3 or 4 last year was Mick Abel, who had a couple of good starts, and then
You're seeing how
Cratered.
this is happening.
so by all intents and purposes, their prospects are not good prospects, even if they're number 1 rated in their farm system prospects.
Yeah,
If
no.
that's the case, from what I've seen, then I'm willing to trade all of them to go all in.
Yeah, I would trade all of them as well.
Like, I'm willing to fucking trade them all, because
Gonna have to now.
are any of them gonna be any good?
Look at the Phillies' track record with prospects.
Like, it doesn't really seem like they're gonna be that good. So, Adam Miller can't play physically, literally.
Gonna be in a walking chair by, 2030, making his debut with robotic legs.
Like, freaking Painter can't throw his fastball anymore.
Yep. Painter's
So-
fastball,
I don't know what he's gonna do,
Just-
because
sits flat on the plate like a freaking Thanksgiving dinner plate.
Yeah, so like, what do you do about that? About the fact that you just can't throw a fastball anymore?
Yeah.
You kind of have to be able to throw a fastball to be able to pitch in baseball. Can't just go up there throwing curveballs and changeups only.
Exactly.
You're gonna end up like Aaron Nola with a 10 and something ERA.
Yep.
So they got to figure out a couple of these holes. But do you think? I'm pleasantly surprised with the acquisition of Hill, but they still need someone to take the other half of that platoon because Rincones
Hill's had a
not
couple
the
good
guy.
games, but yeah, Rincones is terrible.
Yeah, Rincones is not the guy.
Rincones is going to be, packing his bags and swimming,
Going back down to AAA.
Going back. No, he's going to be leaving the Delaware River to go find a new team or whatever.
Oh, yeah,
Bye.
he's going to get traded?
Yeah.
Hopefully. I mean, I would be fine with him getting traded away for someone. If you can fleece another team into taking Gabriel Rincones and thinking that he's something good to actually trade for,
Rincones, who's got a freaking like 090 something batting average. I ain't checked, but
it's really bad. Last I checked, it was like 115.
Yeah, 159, one home run.
Oh my God, it's 159. At least it's gone up a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit. He's got his OPS plus is now 14. Last time I checked, it was -1.
Ah. That one's 14.
423 OPS. We're getting somewhere.
Hey,
like
there we go.
For OPS.
So maybe he's coming around. Maybe you can convince some other teams that he's adjusting to the game now. He had some trouble getting his feet wet, but he's picking it up now. You guys want him? But they're definitely not good enough as currently constructed to go out there and
they're not
for a
ready
World
yet
Series.
to compete. They're gonna have to go all in now, I feel like.
Yeah, and you're not gonna have next year probably, unless you're gonna get some type of shortened season of like 60 freaking
games. The
games.
current CBA is going.
Yeah, because both sides are not anywhere close. It seems like in what they're asking for.
No. This is not gonna, and they're not gonna agree on something until like April.
Yeah, so this is probably gonna be a lengthy
off season.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Yep.
So who knows what's gonna happen with baseball next year and all those players.
We won't be caring about baseball because the Sixers are gonna be going in the finals with Jaylen Brown.
Yeah, there we go. And plus, hopefully, maybe the Flyers will be making a deep run too.
Yeah.
Even though, did you hear Danny Briere a couple days ago in his interview? He was like, "Oh yeah, we might take a step back this season."
Yeah, he kind of.
What are you talking about? Take a step back.
He kind of still wants to, still focus on the young guys.
Well, yeah, I understand, but like, what do you mean?
He doesn't really want to go all in.
What do you mean you don't want to go all in?
I don't know. I don't know why. I mean, they extended Danny Vladar.
Like, why
they extended Tyson Forster.
I just don't see why you're not like more willing to pull the trigger and go for it.
I don't know.
It's not like you have to give up some of the young guys.
I guess they are just worried about the talent and the draft capital and whatnot. And I did hear they want to bring back Giroux.
I did hear that as well, and I mean I'm fine with that as long as he's not on like a big contract. It would definitely help with the fact that they've been horrible on power plays for the past however long.
Yeah, forever.
So it would definitely at least give them some type of scoring threat or an increased percentage of scoring if you signed him to a contract for on the power play. So he could still function in this team. I'm not against it.
He definitely could.
Yeah, I think he would make this team better. I just don't think you should be giving him a ginormous contract or anything like that.
He wouldn't get a ginormous contract.
But,
so.
you want to sign him for like $2 million, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm fine with that.
Yeah, me too.
But anything else you want to touch on?
No, besides stay cool.
Seriously, everyone stay cool.
Yeah,
it's going to be really hot tomorrow and today. So it's just not going to be a fun summer, probably.
Stay cool. Stay ready for Jaylen Brown. Stay ready for the Sixers.
Even though we still got a long way to go.
Yeah.
Up until
we getting some excitement.
Summer League will be starting in a couple of weeks,
That's
right?
true. We'll probably get to see LeBaron Filan.
Yeah, so that'll start in... Usually that starts, what, like second week of July? Third week of July?
So we'll get to see the Summer League soon.
Yeah.
And then we'll get to see the Sixers for once. So stay cool. I'm going to go stay cool as well because I'm very hot in here. So we'll take it from here. And we'll see you guys next week.